Hey, hi, how are you? What's going on, you YouTube nerds? That's hard to say, YouTube nerds. All you internet dweebs out there. I made a video the other day and I was like playing with this crossbow thing, and holy cow, YouTube did not like that at all, and I just got yanked from the algorithm, and that was my viewership went to nothing. But you know what? I'm a Gen X meathead. I don't care. No one tells me what to do. I got another one. We're gonna play with it. And then I got a whole bunch of little pointy shooty things that go with it. Let's put this one together. Let's see, what do we get? What do we get? Instructions. Bits and bobs for it. This, I think, is gonna be... Yeah, we're gonna use this to help string it. Don't know yet. There's that guy, and then there's some pointy shooty things and the limb for it. This is smaller than the other one that I had. That looks like that's about it for that. So let's look in our parts department and see what we get with it. So this is, here's our string. These guys go on the end here. I'll have to look and see which way they go. Remember this routine? Yeah. So this is gonna go here with a little dimple side in. And there's a couple of little foamy guys, little rubber guys. So I'm gonna assume rubber guy on one side, rubber guy on the other side of the limb. And we've got a couple of nuts and a couple of bolts. Probably this thing. I assume that's going to go that way. There's already a bolt in here for this guy, so it doesn't really say which way the limb tips go. Which I would think would be a little important, because they look like they only go on one way. It goes in this way. Rubber bit behind there. I've got my rubber bit and my thing with the indentation in the front. We slide that in, get those as centered as we can, line up our two markers right about there, and then we'll tighten it. Alright, that seems about right. Good. And then these tips appear to go on this way with the lip on the outside. I don't know, what does our box show? No, it actually shows them the other way around. With the lip on the inside, like this. Right? Yeah. Kind of weird that they made it a particular way that it goes on, but there's nothing in the manual. It just says insert plastic limb tip tight to both sides of the limb. So this is going to go... Oh, I see. It's missing them here. So where do we want this? We're going to be holding it like this. I think I want this farther forward. Yeah, that feels good. Funny thing, I was watching Road Warrior the other day, Mad Max Road Warrior, and a lot of people were shooting crossbows and crossbow related weaponry in it. And what I thought was really funny, there was a part where the woman was holding the crossbow. It was a bigger one. She's holding it like this. And all I could think of, man, if you fire that thing, it's going to take your fingertips off. So that's nice about these, is that they have little guards, right? To make it give you a place to hold on to it, so it's hard to get your fingers up into the path of the string. Anyway, I digress. So how does this work? Let's see. Forward to fire, and then we push this down. Let's see if I hold it this way, and you cock it this way. Remember the other one? It wasn't putting our safety in place, so that's what's putting our safety in place. And then back down, and then firing. Put that forward, and then fire. And the fire is just pushing the string up over the rail. This one has a little spring to hold your bolt in. Oops. This one has a little thing, sits like this. The other one didn't have a spring, it had little brushes. We could look at that later. One thing that is interesting that I heard about this, you cock this thing up. Now let's say that you want to uncock it. You could probably figure out a way to do that. Instead of, you don't want to dry fire them, but you could probably hold this, put the string up, and then guide the string back. That would be pretty cool, actually. So now this picture makes it look like this should be on the other way. So if this is like this, it looks like it's supposed to be on. Oh man, get off that way. Yeah, I think. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. This picture has it the other way. That's really confusing. I think this is right though. This is wrong. So it's going to be the same process as the other one. We have our this, like that. Push those open to make it a little bit easier. In and through. So cock that. Safety's on. And then we'll give this one a couple twists. Like that. It's about 3 twists or so. That's not going to work. Hey, well, this will give me a chance. This needs to be tighter, I think. Let's try this. Put this forward. Pull this back. And then we can fire. Well, better than nothing. So this didn't seem like it was quite tight enough. Okay, let's see if that gets us to where we need to be. That's a little bit better. Okay. So I just took an inch off, made a new knot. That pulled this back just a bit more. That'll get this on here a little bit easier. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, about there, I guess. That goes onto there. Everything's where it should be, right? Yep, okay. Very nice. Okay, and then it has this stock guy as well. I'm going to move that back before we even go and shoot it, because I know I'm going to want that back. I'm actually moving this all the way back as far as it'll go. Last 2 notches. Okay, there we go. All assembled. This one's a little bit more aggressive looking than the other one, huh? This one also has some adjustable sights. Yeah, I think as far forward for this guy as possible. I might even move it forward even more. Yeah, I think that feels better. Then we cock it like this. Hold on to this. I guess you could thumb up here somehow if you really needed to. There you go. That's it, all assembled. Now all we have to do is go shoot it. Okay, we're out here again. Mickey and Yellowfin have returned as target practice. So what I'm going to do, we'll shoot a few rounds of this, and then we'll compare it to the Tri-Strike, because I'm interested to see how the two compare. So we'll do some shots from 25, and then I'm going to have to pin Mickey up with a dart, because for some reason he doesn't want to stay on the little ledge today. All right, push the little button, cock it, back, safety is on. I have already waxed, a little wax there. Already waxed the string, oiled the rail. Get that guy on there. All right, I haven't adjusted the sights or done anything like that. Let's see how we do. I'm aiming for the green square. Little off. All right, we've pinned Mickey in place. Let's see what we can do with that. I hit him, can't tell where, it didn't stick. Let's do one for Yellowfin. Yeah, okay. Let's compare this to the Demon. I can't decide which I like better. Let's try this. We had a little problem with the safety, so right now it's on fire. And I think what's happening is that these rails come back and they actually pull this all the way back. So that now it's on safe. Now it's on fire. This one's kind of awkward to hold though. Right for Mickey's eyes. Okay, so we're on fire. Let's try this again. So it did put it on safety. All right, going for Yellowfin. One more time. Close. Load a few more up. Do a few more rounds with this. Shall we go back a little bit? Let's go back a little bit. Okay, this is about 50 feet back. Can't see where these are hitting. Let's go for the elephant. Bird, fuck off. I wonder if that's the same stupid bird. Okay, one more. Going for Mickey. What do I think of Bear X's Desire XL? It's okay. I do like if you're comparing these two, I do like this has a little bit of a stock on it and it's adjustable. I find this one is, I'm not really sure how to hold it, is the thing. You know, with this one, it sits along here and it's fine. With this one, you can't hold it back here and you can't really hold, and this is a little weird, and I think I like this one better. I think I like the Tri-Strike better. It actually seems to pack a little bit more of a punch. I like that I can load 3 up and just, you know, fire them as quick as I can reload them. I think the sights on this are a little bit better. Just the stock sights. They're glow sights. I don't know if you can see that. They glow a little bit during the day. These are just sort of like BB gun sights. If I'm honest, I would like a mixture of the two. I want this stuff on this frame. I think then you'd have a really cool thing. And I think I would like if this came down. Although that's a good thing to hold on to for cocking it, where the Tri-Strike has a little bit more up here to cock it, which I think is, they're equally the same, but I don't really like this on the Tri-Strike. They're basically the same price. I think, I'll have to look at the prices, but they're within about 20 bucks Canadian of each other. And if I were to uninfluence you into buying a particular one, because I'm an uninfluencer, I would say don't go with the Desire XL. Just because you get a little bit more with this. You get a load 3 up at a time, and it does seem to hit a little bit harder. They're supposed to be basically identical in pounds, but Tri-Strike seems to hit a little bit harder. Accuracy wise, they both seem about the same. I like the sights on the Tri-Strike a little bit better than the standard BB gun type sights you get on this one. But I think they're when you get it all dialed in and everything, I think they're going to be about accuracy is going to be about the same. The bolts, the Tri-Strike bolt is just a bit longer, about an inch longer than the Desire XL. I don't know if that helps with stability or anything. You can see these are a little bit smaller. These are a bit wider. Yeah, that's what you get with that. These actually, the knock has a little indent, and these are just flat, which is interesting. But yeah, between the two of them, go with the Tri-Strike. I think that's it. I think that's the end of the video.